Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's I, Iron Sheik 84, and we are here to do day 2 of the Stephanie McMahon Welcome to the Queendom Showdown, and also see how far I can grind out that 170 win little side contest thing that's going on. So I hope you all are having a fantastic morning so far. I certainly am. I did end up going to that show last night that I told you all about. I met Jarrett, which was really cool. And as an added bonus, when I was walking around, Sonny was there unexpectedly. So he was in the middle of talking to somebody earlier whenever I was with Jarrett. And I politely went up to him and I said, "Hey, Mr. Ono, would it be okay? May I have a selfie with you?" And he said, "Sure." So I got to thank him for taking a photo with me, and told him I appreciated his time. So yeah, all in all, a very fun show. Let's yeah, look at that. So yeah, there's the King of the Mountain with good old Iron Sheik 84, and there's me with Sonny Ono. Stacks go. Look at that. Look at that. All right. So, of course, I stayed over 1,000 last night. So, we are going to claim our weekly reward of 50,000 Showdown coins. There we go, which got me to another milestone in the solo contest. There we go, 50 and 100 shards, because of course I never freaking get anybody out of a bag. And we'll take a look. So I did do some more matches post stream, of course, like I said. All right. So we're gonna go here. We're gonna check this out. So I need 25 more wins with strikers, and then I'm done. I do not have Alexa Bliss, and I do not have Stephanie McMahon as of yet. I did get Shayna Baszler post-stream, which I was super excited about. So she's definitely going to be on the fast track for people I move up. So let's get this show on the road. That's enough jaw-jacking here. There we go. And bam. So how'd y'all end up doing last night? Did you get over, were you able to get 1,000 and stay above? Did you max it out? What are you all going to go for the 170 wins like I'm going to? Just hit 5 or 6 on the SD spree. Awesome. Like I said, I don't even think I hit 30K yet, because by the time that I honestly, like, I put my phone away. It's going for 170 as long as fellow champions held out. Yeah, I'm gonna be lowering my defense here in just a moment. Yeah, I mean, I know that comes up every single. I know this comes up every single showdown. Seriously, I do not see I don't see any reason why people shouldn't lower their defense. It honestly, it irks me when people don't, because you literally gain nothing. Okay, and people are like, "Oh, but if it's like for every win that you get an extra 100 coins." Okay, so what? Like 100 coins is nothing. Yeah, and it's like, and at that point, it's literally like, oh, instead of getting 255, instead of getting 255, we're gonna get 254 or whatever. Seriously, like, it just, like I said again, I don't want to harp on something. I said no negativity this early in the morning, but damn if it doesn't bother me. The weather's so good. I wanted put the window down. Scon, I'll tell you right now, I'm not making excuses for anybody by any means. My hope is, I know I usually start earlier, by the way. My brothers came over. My brothers usually come over Sunday morning. We have breakfast together and just chit chat or whatever before they go about their day and I go about mine. They came early this morning because they had things to do for work today. Unfortunately, they hold very senior positions at the companies that they work for, and they had presentations to give to VPs, EVPs, all that good stuff. So they came early so that they could leave early. Um, Look, in Dallas, it's 9 a.m. I know not everybody's a morning, not everybody's a morning person like I am. My hope is that the reason that people haven't lowered defenses yet is because they're still asleep. And again, like that's just what I'm hoping. I spent 25 and 500. Yeah, yeah. So I'm gonna be lowering my defense here in just a moment, but yeah, it's usually I've told people before, and y'all, I mean, like, look, it's not like y'all haven't seen my roster before. It's not that I can't beat any. There is nobody in this game I can't beat. I don't care if they're Ed Doggy Dog or somebody who's like downloaded the game today and this is their first day playing. There's nobody in this game that I won't that I can't take out. The reason why I go for the lower defenses is okay. So not only am I a G and I do it in return, but like like I've always said, would I rather spend a minute beating one person, or would I rather win 3 matches in a minute? Especially when there's a grindable portion to it. It's like it helps out people who have lower defenses. It helps people grind these wins out quicker. I mean, it's like I said, literally the okay. Oh man, I don't get that. Like I said again, I don't get that extra 100 coins for each victory. Big fucking whoop. Like seriously. I only have one female 5SB right now, and you're coming across 5SS and 5SG this morning. Yeah. Well, like last night, I was still, like I said, I was still playing a bit in between. So they had 2 intermissions during the show that I went to, and of course I don't drive and play because that's very bad. People should not do that. But yeah, yeah. Plus, the car I was driving is a manual anyway. So even if I wanted to, which I don't, driving while driving, playing the game while driving a stick shift is very very tough. But yeah, okay. But yeah. But as I was saying, I like. I hadn't been to a wrestling event in quite some time, and just like I put my phone away because I was like, look, as much as I want to win these matches and stuff, like on the same token, like I just want to sit there and enjoy myself, and have my focus being on just having a good time at the show rather than uh, because I did that for a faction feud one time, where kind of I basically like I missed half the show just sitting there, on my phone the entire time trying to get wins. Uh, so it's like I said, so but I mean it was just a lot of fun. That's all I can say. It's like I got my matches in. I did this. I did that. Like I said, I got Shayna Baszler. I was super happy about that. And yeah. There we go. Oh man, the weather is fantastic outside. I'm so glad I opened up a window and got a breeze in here. There we go. Not even. Don't bother with ifs, ands, or buts. Just finish the match. There you go. Thank you. And When Showdown starts Saturday, I start with the weak defense to start getting opponents in my log, and then buff the defense when some codes are done for the night. Yeah, So I've done that. I've done that strat before. Somebody suggested once, like, oh, take your notoriety down to 0, and then build yourself up, and then that way you have a ton of easy wins to do. I tried that once. It's a bit. It was a bit rough. I'm gonna be honest. Like, it was really rough doing that. And also, I think the stream lasted a lot longer than it needed to. And by the end of it, I told you all, like, when I'm having fun, I feel like that comes across, and when I'm not, people can tell that it's not as enjoyable a stream. So I don't do that now, Quillman. I 100% know that strat. I know people who do that strat. But yeah, that's the reason why I decided, like I said, I lower my defense down on Sunday immediately. In fact, I'll actually do it right after this match is over. And that way, that's my way of giving back to people to hopefully make life a little bit easier on them, getting their wins in. Bam, there we go. JPT, good morning. How are you today, sir? There we go. Bam. Match done. Yeah, I don't... Yeah. That's, like I said, it's... All I can say is I tried it once, and just, ugh, it was, like I said, it was just god-awful. There we go. Solo event, Max, congrats. I still got a long way to go. I think I probably have like 100 matches or something until that happens, but we'll see how far I get by the end of the evening. There we go. Oh, available. We'll put... So that's one of the things now, is that actually, like, my women's roster is so buff that I actually don't have any 2-star people left. There we go. That's good. Natalia sucks. No, I haven't yet. I'm going to. I need a... Once I finish up these last 15 matches here with the striker, I'm gonna switch to that strat. Hello, my name is Jeff. There you go. I don't do this enough. I guess I should get around to actually doing that. So, who are the one-turn females? You have strong women who all seem slow for Showdown. So I don't have her, but I mean, I don't have him. Hogan. If you have Hogan and you have the proper, and you put him on Naomi, like Showboat Naomi, she can be turn 1 pretty much every single time. There's it kind of depends. It kind of depends on who you have and who you wanna work on. Like I said, I just got Baszler, so I'm gonna try to see what I can do with Baszler now. So that's gonna be a new one for me. There we go. I think that's enough place to say I'm live for an hour. There we go. Yeah, Lana, like I said, Lana's another one. If you have Lana built up enough and you have like a really good armor set for her, then she can definitely be turn 1. Oh, other than that, like, none of the women are like really turn one. I mean, when now that everybody's got 5-star gold females, I mean, Charlotte used to be turn one for me, but not anymore. But actually, I can't believe these words are coming out of my mouth. I might actually work on Nia Jax a little bit. Because now that I got Baszler, she, like their tag link has the 80% gem defense. I might take Nia up to like 5-star and have that as my showdown defense going forward. There we go. Look at that. B-Bear. First person to benefit from me lowering my defense. Oh yeah, I need to message Ben Corbin too. Actually, while I'm thinking about it. Hey, where is Ben? Oh, Ben Corbin. Hey, oh. Okay, there we go. All right. Unfortunately, I missed Ven's wonderful series where a bunch of us content creators get together and rate like how we feel about about these characters week to week. Time got away from me and I missed it last week, so I made like absolutely sure to send it to him early this week, especially since we got to have the trial character and I got to play Stephanie for myself. And Ven had sent me a thing like saying like, hey, just FYI, if you changed your mind or you have something else to add from the like from the trial to now, just let me know. And I wanted to message him just to let him know like, hey dude, I did not change my mind. What I thought about Stephanie before is exactly what I think about her now. Yeah. Hey, finally, lower defense showed up here. All right, 2 more matches to go for me to max day 2, and then the fun begins. You hope one day to get a good PH female. Yeah. Now I did get Zombie Rhea, and I had other projects to work on at the time, but I know I've shown this off before, and I'll show it again here real quick. I made a spreadsheet for the Royal Rumble and 5-star Summerslam matches. So basically, I went through and was like, okay, where do I have gaps in my roster? Let me just pull it up here real quick while I'm waiting on this. There we go. All right, so I won. Yay! Iron Sheik for the victory. Woo! All right, like I said, one more match to go to max day 1. I think. Yeah, one more match. Let's see, Hansen. There we go. Oh, I should also check what that is. All right. And I'm gonna buy a Stream Deck here this week. Oh, there we go. So, for those of you who haven't seen this before, So this is the Royal Rumble and SummerSlam tours, okay? And my color coding is if I 3-star it, it's green. If it's yellow, I beat it, but I did not 3-star it. And if it's red, it means I have not beaten it yet. So this is in my work, I would call this a stoplight chart. So I don't know if y'all are familiar with that term or not, but what happened is I went through and again, like I color coded every single match that I had for Royal Rumble and SummerSlam. So obviously, if you have a red at any point, that's a stop, right? You can't move forward. So what I did was I went through and and I took a look at everything as a whole, and I was like, okay, where am I having issues with the with the road tour. So one of the things I was noticing was anytime that there was a striker male like this right here, I wasn't able to progress forward with what I had. So like there was this one, there was of course I know now, like, so you see this. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's that, and then also here in the SummerSlam portion, I'm just gonna highlight it. So there was one right there, one right there, one right there. I mean, y'all get the point, right? Okay, I think that was it. So like what happened was, like, you see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So there were 9 nodes that a striker male was holding me from progressing forward. Now, if it's at like number 10, it's not as big a deal because obviously that's the end of the road and it's not going to stop me. But like, look, there is 4 matches here that I couldn't do because I didn't have a striker male. There was, there were 7 matches here that I couldn't progress or get the match, or get that here. So, I mean, again, I'm not going to beat this to death. You understand what I'm saying. So when, like when I work on my projects and I'm like, okay, what do I want to do? What do I want to do next with my roster? I was just like, you know what? Striker male is what's holding me back. That's what I need to work. That's what I should focus on, versus, on top of my other projects, or maybe hold a priority of like, I need to do this. So I did that. And then after that was the Legends males. I had held off on working on Alpha for a while. So I went ahead and focused on working on Alpha and Sika and beat all of the Legends nodes that I needed. And after doing that, I noticed, it was Tech female, so I took Rhea Ripley up to 5-star bronze, was able to beat him, and now that I got Shayna, she's going to the moon. And finally, now, with all that said, a powerhouse female is now the only thing that I have, in my opinion, that needs to be worked on as a priority, I guess. And yeah, so like I said, that's kind of like how I figure out what my projects are going to be moving forward. I mean, here's the thing, like, obviously if you get like a top tier character or a chase character, you're gonna move them forward no matter what, right? So in this situation, I don't count, like when I got Zombie Lashley, for example. Like, is he a top priority? Absolutely, but I don't consider it like, how do I say this? Like, I was gonna move him up. Like, I was gonna move him up anyway. He's part of the rotation, but he also, not having him didn't prevent me from beating specific nodes, if that makes sense. Because here you go. Like on the strikers, for example, my strongest striker used to be Sting. So obviously, like I said, when I was giving that example, that held me back. So I was like, okay, Sting's somebody I need to work on. For powerhouses, Walter does a ton of damage, so I was good regardless. But on the powerhouse females, I wasn't. So, right here, she's gonna get worked on. Going to tricksters, like I said, for tricksters, I have Cesaro, I have Booker. I'm good for modern, like for the modern era. I'm good on mutants. I'm good on the ruthless aggression, any King Booker things. So I'm good for I'm covered for a bunch of things. Moving Sammy up, for example, I think Sammy's fantastic. He's gonna be my next one to move up after I get Miss Keebler here to 5-star gold. But I don't have to move up Sammy, if that makes sense, because I already have it covered. Same thing with it's right here. So I got Johnny Dripped up at 5-star gold. I have Charlotte at 5-star gold, and Asuka's gonna go up to the 15K or 12K or whatever it is she needs. But where's Sean? I'm still gonna move up Sean because Sean's fantastic and he fills an Attitude Era slot and the DX Army. So that's kind of, like I said, again, that's how I figure out what my projects are going to be going forward, and how I like I said, how I work things. At this point, there was a point where I was like, okay, I need to have one strong person in every single class, right, just like everybody else. But then it got to the point where I was like, okay, now that I have a roster that can pretty much beat everybody or however it is, now I need a strong Attitude Era person. I need a strong Ruthless Aggression Era person. I need this, And now I'm getting into smaller subcategories of, okay, I need a strong powerhouse female. I need a strong, Ruthless Aggression, male. I mean, I know I already said that for Booker T, but now I'm getting the piece parts in for those specific categories. Okay, so there we go. Day 2 has been maxed. I don't think I mentioned that before. And I need to do 3 more matches to max this out. So, yeah, and Scon, I 100% wholeheartedly believe that you will get a good powerhouse female. Now, I love Goldie. I don't I wouldn't take Zombie Flare up to as high as she did, but she has her passion projects, and by no means am I ever gonna tell somebody, hey, you're wrong for moving up somebody that you want to move up. I hope that they release a good freebie, or even not even a good, just a halfway decent freebie powerhouse female or some of these other things, kind of like how they released Sasha for people who didn't have a female striker. Alright. Man, not many lower defenses. I know I was talking about that earlier, but damn. Alright. No. I got a ton of coins, so I'm not worried about doing this, but basically, this is also what I do. I do 2 refreshes, and if I can't beat somebody, if I don't find a lower defense to beat in 2 refreshes, then I just go ahead and switch to my stronger team. Yeah, you have one for yourself because you forget whoever you're working on. Yeah, I also I need to work on it more. But I also had, here we go. We'll switch it. Talent up nodes. Yeah. So I haven't used this in a while. Actually, for a couple of months now, but I used to have this as well. So y'all can see that this is kind of outdated. But what I would do is I would go through and, since you recruit people month to month or whatever, I would go through and I would say like, okay, like this one right here, who's on my priority list to move up, and I would say like starting 5SS, 5SG, and then when I would mark it green, it would mean that they're 100% ready to go. So like right here, like Bam Bam Bigelow, right? You know, like when coins is obviously, do I need to level them up? Yes or no? Do they need TP to get to move up? Yes or no? And then this would kind of help me steer in the direction of whether, you know, like who to put TP in and who not to. Because, you know, obviously there are times where, you know, like you work on somebody and you're like, oh shit, I needed to work on, you know, I need to work on Snoop Dogg. And then, you know, you're at the end of the, you know, you already maxed out the event and you don't want to, you know, you don't want to waste, you know, 1,000 TP on somebody. So I need to go through. Actually, now I'm thinking about it. I need to go through and like get myself work on this and figure it out for next month because we have a new contest starting in 2 weeks. Yeah, this is the last week of the 5th anniversary, and then we got WrestleMania month, I think. And I only say I think because next month should be WrestleMania month, but I don't know if they're going to do it in March or April. There we go. And finally. Yeah. So, yeah, with all the Excel stuff, I don't go like too crazy with it. I work in Excel all day every day pretty much. You know, outside of meetings and, you know, getting reports and stuff together. So, it's just it helps me stay more organized doing that. All right. So, last match for my striker bonuses, and then I'm done. I'm going to move on to my new strat. All right. Bam. There we go. Yeah, well, the only well, no, I color them so that it helps me. I mean, like when I work, I know some people. It's like it's pretty self-explanatory. Like there's only one John Morrison. There's only one Zombie Edge. I just do it just to kind of like to add a pop to it whenever I'm working on something. And also part of the reason why I color it is to like to see like, oh hey, you know, like on my list I have 3 powerhouses, so which, you know, like which one of them do I need to work on? You know, on this one I only have two acrobats, you know. And also whenever there are the contests that have like, hey, you know, work on XYZ and get Y, you know, work on X class era or suit, you know, or whatever, and get Y points, then that kind of like also helps me be like, oh hey, I was planning on working on these 3 powerhouses anyway, so this weekend these are who I'm gonna work on. Okay, okay, so there we go. All striker matches done, all modern era done. I don't have Bliss, I don't have Stephanie. Beat all the Baszler matches, beat all the Bianca matches, beat all the Naomi matches. So that being said, if y'all will excuse me for just a small moment, I am going to go get myself a fresh cup of coffee, and I will be right back. So just 2 minutes. I will be right back. What up? I have a fresh cup of coffee here, and I'm ready to get this show on the road for real this time. All right, so there we go. Just to show off where I am, and this is what we're gonna do. So, JPT Metal had talked to me about this prior, but I'd already had this idea. So, uh, we want to grind the matches out. You want to win as quickly as possible, right? So, what I'm gonna do, I know not everybody has Naomi here, but their link is 100% bonus damage, right? But even without that, what I'm going to do here is, whatever shows up, move generate. So I'm going to put Angelo Dawkins and Mr. Who the hell is he? Brian Danielson here. So here we go. We're going to make 10 random gems. Yeah, I was going to do that. So I'm going to put one Mr. Edward Guerrero on here for 11. And then just as a safety net, precaution, whatever you want to call it, I'm going to put Mr. Hulk Hogan on here. So there you go. I'm making 11 matches per turn. Doesn't matter what perks people have. I'm going to be turn 1 on Lana. Well, I'm going to have 11 matches every single turn. So hopefully we're going to breeze through these. Yeah, and like I said, even if you don't have Showboat, Naomi to use, this is the strat that I would recommend. Most everybody's going to have Daniel Bryan. Everybody should have Angelo Dawkins this month. So this is what I recommend. And they gave away Hall of Fame Eddie for free to everybody. So there's no reason why everybody can't use this strat. Oh yeah, and they did give Santa Hogan away to everybody for free too. So there you go. Everybody can use this strategy. Alright, there we go. And sorry, I just had a quick message to send out. Alright, so I know not everybody here is in the US, but who all is gonna have who all's getting tomorrow off for President's Day? Unfortunately, I am not. Start around 2,500 on the solo leaderboard. You're 60 now. Hey, that's awesome. Yeah, I thought, yeah. Assalamu alaikum, my friend. How are you? Sir Zorro in the chat. If you haven't already, make sure to follow Sir Zorro, Mr. Number 3 in the Grand Tournament. He streams every single day, unlike me. And very interactive with chat, and also shows off strats and everything on stream. So yeah, definitely a very good, fun streamer to follow. Oh, man. Congratulations on getting Stephanie McMahon, Sir Zorro. I saw your I saw your screenshot on Facebook. So congrats on getting Stephanie. I know, so I don't know how you feel about her. Uh, I know Merrick's thinks that she's the best woman in the game. I'm not. I don't want to spoil Ven's video. I don't agree with that, but well, maybe there's some tech to her that I don't know about. Okay, where am I with Miss Stephanie McMahon? Women. There she is. 900 to 1600. Actually, that'll probably make it easier. This is where I am with every... Yeah, so there's only 7 women in the game I don't have now. I don't... So, this is just personal opinion, of course, right? Everybody can have their opinion on who they think is best. And, to a certain degree, there's going to be... I still think Naomi's number 1 and Baszler's number 2. That's my opinion on females in the game. For the rest of, like, 3, 4, 5, whatever, if you, even around top 10, I would put China, Hall of Fame China in the top 10. I'd put Motu Becky in the top 10. I'd put Alexa Bliss in the top 10 and Wendy. Belair. Zombie Ripley. IOW Becky. Keebler. I don't know. I'd have to really like go through and make a top 10 list. And then Charlotte, of course. Wolvie, good morning. How are you? So for those of you who might just be coming in, I've maxed day 2. That was an easy affair. Now I'm trying to grind out 170 wins. I'm not gonna, as much as I would have loved to stay up all night and grind out matches, it wasn't gonna happen. Yeah, there's morning. Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, it's 9:38 in the morning right now, actually. Here in the good old state of Texas. Oh, man. Also, for those of you who haven't seen it already, there was me with the King of the Mountain, Jeff Jarrett, last night. And then I met Sonny. Sonny Ono was just there saying what's up to everybody. So I caught him and I asked him if he'd be willing to get a selfie. So yes, that was really fun. I'm Sonny Ono and Mr. Jarrett. All right, there we go. Sorry. Got some things. Yeah. Is there a must-have side plate in your opinion? Actually, so there is one. Okay. But the only problem is it's not one that's easy to get. And in my opinion, it literally works on everybody. But the only problem is that like I said again, the game doesn't give it out to everybody. That to me is the cheap shot plate. So what it I'll show. Yeah, that's. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Chaotic Blast is of course the best one in the game. Yeah. I mean, you could technically, I guess, you could technically make an argument for Sid's power bomb. Well, Sir Zoro, here's the thing. Like, the two words for you. Okay, here's why I say the two words for you isn't essential for everybody. So, like, if you have Montez Ford, for example, right? You are not going to swipe a single gem, right? So, two words for you is 100% useless for Montez Ford. Let's see. Okay, well that's true. Okay, I'm not gonna dispute that. Okay, so here's all my plates, and then I have a bunch in use as well. But actually, I was gonna show where the fuck is it. I move stuff around a lot, so don't just look at this specifically right here. Where the Naomi, where are you? There it is, right here. Cheap shot. When you land a gem critical hit, reduce the damage of all your opponent's gems by 50% for one turn. That, in my opinion, is this is the best plate in the game. Works on literally everybody. This would be, if I were to tell people like is there an essential plate in the game, that one is the one. Um, the reason why I was saying is technically Sid's power bomb. So here you go. Whenever you create two power gems, instantly generate two additional power gems for a strength of 4,000. I don't know if this works with the prop, but for anybody who uses power gems, like do that, add riddle, and you know you're golden forever. And the reason why I'm saying that is, you know, like if you get a bad attitude plate, for example, like that's only going to work on people who who are going to get a benefit from that. If you have like the heavy machinations, if you don't have somebody with that creates yellow gems, then you're not going to have or uses green moves, then it's pointless. Uh, but this is the general advice that I'm gonna give. And again, this is advice. This isn't me telling anybody what to do or not to do, because obviously how you have your roster, how you have your setups and things done are going to be 100% unique to you and you alone. I I do not like the +3, break plus, break 3 gems, and at the end of your turn make seven, seven blah 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 into blah blah blah. And here's the reason why. For every like 10 times that I use that I use that I use that plate, 9 times what happens is the CPU gets a cascade from it, or if I have them in a, if I've, if they're in a, if they're getting pinned, it helps them kick out. And especially like the people who have the +3, break this, get +3 of that move. It always benefits them. Like I said, like 9 times out of 10. So I absolutely hate those plates, and I do not recommend them at all. So like I said, what I would do is go through your roster, see who your top people are, and figure out which one it is. So for example, like if you're working on Walter, then like a General's Orders would be fantastic for him, or Bam Bam Bigelow. Um, the like the smoke, I think the smoke is break blue, make purple. Bad attitude is it break blue get black, or is it break black get blue? Yeah, yeah. For HTM. By the way, if you use HTM, it won't block it. I know it's stupid. saying honky tonk man gets flagged for using a potentially bad term or whatever. um, yeah, yeah, blue get black. Yeah. So for HTM, are you talking about the Hall of Fame version or the Trickster? Oh, okay. Sorry, I get what you're saying. You're saying is it best to use the best to get the HTM plate, the time once again, or the sit plate? So it depends again on your roster. Um, like for example, if you have Icons WrestleMania Charlotte, the HTM plate is essential for her. For example, its time once again is actually here you go. We'll show this off real quick. There you go, Cesaro. So I have its time once again on him because for him this helps with my infinite move build. So this helps out a lot. The Sid's powerbomb plate works excellent for people like Riddle. Well, actually, no, actually, it's not as good for Riddle. Like it's fantastic for Macho King, for example. Unfortunately, I don't have Macho King to show it off, but like for him, like it would be essential. So yeah, Sid, Rocky, Becky, yeah. It like I said, it's hard to tell you like, hey, this is what you do without like seeing your roster as a whole. But yeah, again, I know it's like very general advice. That's pretty much what I can say is go for the MP boost, not the turn X gem into Y gem, and then just like go through and see who benefits the most from it. If you have any questions on what setups you should use, I highly, highly, highly recommend. Let's see. Yeah, that's what I would do is like here's the thing like you don't want to actually let's need to turn my exposure down again because the sun's coming out. Hey, there you go. Look, I look normal now. Yeah. Yeah, it's best to buy something for who you have now versus who you get in the future because here's the thing like you could do a pull tomorrow. Like I could do a pull tomorrow and get Macho King, right? Or it could be 6 months down the line or never. Who knows? Like they could take him out of the game and I'll never have him. So I never buy plates on who I could potentially get. It's always look at who do I have now and who benefits the most now. Is there a side plate that helps with subs? Yes, there's one called All Heart, which helps with green submissions, but only green submissions. For IOW Charlotte, okay, so for IOW Charlotte, the HTM plate, that's what I would get hands down. For Striker Sasha, it's gonna be the Bad Attitude plate. Yeah, so if you're focusing on that, those are the two that I would get. Yeah, I don't have an All Heart, but let me see if I can find it real quick. Actually, I need to save it for my. All right, I got it. Thank you very much. Skill plates list. Oh, all right. Here you go. I'm gonna show this off real quick. Hopefully, won't have any issues. There you go. So, for example, the aftershock plate break 3 or more green gems, get 3 red MP at the end of your turn. So who benefits from that? Keith Lee, Scott Hall, Beth Phoenix, Bruno San Martino, and Vader. And then other people are like Z Page, C Bryan, Z Triple H. Just ask real quick, is Discord showing up here, by the way, or no? I guess I'll check on my phone. Okay, yeah, it is. Okay, yeah. So here you go. So here's all hearts. So when you generate 3 or more submission gems, increase green gem damage by 100% for 2 turns. Plus generate 3 or more submission gems, increase purple gem damage by 100% for 2 turns. So this works best on Becky the Man, AJ, on Texina, Asuka, and Rhea Ripley. Here's the bad attitude plate. So break 3 or more blue gems, get 3 black MP at the end of your turn. So this would be the one that I would recommend for Striker Sasha. And then it's the Blue Bomber, 50% chance to create 2 random blast gems each time you use a signature move or swipe a gem. Here's Boss Time. Whenever you break 6 or more yellow gems, make 6 random gems into cross break gems. So some of these are going to be a little outdated because obviously when they made these, new characters come out, you can't update these the second somebody's brought out. So yeah, so what I'll do is I know we're allowed to save these and share them amongst ourselves, but yeah, so like here on the top, it's time once again. So it's useful for, I'd argue for Ford, honestly, because you're never going to swipe a gem with them, pretty much. But NWO Ted, here you got Zombie Austin, got NWO. Yeah, so there you go. And also there are new plates on here that I don't think have been put on there. But yeah, this is I'll have this in my Discord server soon enough. I think there's a more updated one list, but I'll make sure to get around to adding that as adding that for a reference for people. It's the word that I was trying to go for. Oh man, seeing a lot of higher defenses right now. There you go. Good morning, Hoodie. Yeah, like Show of Heart is gonna be like, yeah, for like Tech Brock is fantastic. Yeah, so like I said, those it may not have like you may look at that and be like, hey, why doesn't it have it for blah blah blah? He's fantastic with it. Again, like I said, these you can't look at a poster that was made like 2 months ago when when a new character comes out and doesn't have an update to it. And at that point, the best thing you can do is check with your faction mates. Ask on Twitch streams, ask in Discords, and get some good advice. People who aren't dicks will be more than happy to help you out. Every once in a while you'll run into an ass or two that'll be like, oh yeah, well you figure it out. Well, motherfucker, you had to figure it out from somebody too, right? Yeah, I mean, here's the thing, like, there are a lot of people come up with the same idea, okay? And by that I mean, like somebody like Sir Zorro, for example. he grinds and works on figuring out the best way to utilize anybody in this game. So, you know, maybe there's a situation where Wolfie, I love ya. I love ya. Also, I didn't realize I had no music on this entire time. I'd muted it earlier and I forgot to turn it on. So, yeah, there's been no jams on this at all. I'm gonna have to probably go back and add an audio track so that there's some music on here. Let me make a note. 115. Making a note of that. And I can't believe I forgot to turn music on. Have you all heard any music in the background, by the way, for like the last hour or no? Oh, yeah, I'll check here in a moment. I've probably last night I hit 60, I think. I don't know how many I've done this morning. All right, yeah, I need to go back and. Alright, well, before I head out for my errands for the day, I'll just go into Adobe Premiere and add some music. Shouldn't be too much of a problem. Okay, yeah, alright. Well, that's my bad. Alright, let's take a look to see where the hell I am. Alright, I am at 41,500, which means I've done 83 matches, and I have 87 to go to max this out. And while I'm taking a short break here from playing, we'll go ahead, come here, and buy. Yeah, so with getting Baszler last night, I now have everybody on this list. And with whatever other shards I get, I will buy them for Bianca Belair. Because she's my newest acquisition, I'm going to move her up, and that saves me TP. Hey, if you think that's bad, Wolfie, and I'm not trying to play like the, oh, this is what I did. So, for those of you who've been playing this game for multiple years, remember when Zombie Rock came out and like they screwed up the percentages on the pull rate? So everybody who pulled him got Zombie Page for free, and then everybody else had to grind her out. Yeah, I had to do 400 matches in like 24 hours or something like that. It sucked. It sucked. It sucked. It sucked. That's actually one of the few times I ever legitimately thought about quitting this game. And it was funny because I'd put in all that time and effort, and I was like, yeah, I'm not playing this game anymore. Yeah, I got her at 3-star bronze. Yeah, but yo, that was god awful. Yeah, that. Yeah, I wanted her for free. And I didn't want to pay for pulls because back then I never did pulls. So yeah, it was basically either you pay for pulls or you grind out like 400 wins in a weekend showdown. You did that for the skill plate medallion? Yeah, you know, like here's the thing, like I'm doing it because, you know, like just because. I don't need the skill, and I'm not trying to say this to try to flex and be like, oh, look at me, I'm so cool. I don't need the I have plenty of coins. I got all the skill plates in the world that I need. I got multiples of every single one. I just I grind. Pardon me. I grind out every event because you never know what you're gonna get out of it and what it's gonna do for you and your roster. Yeah, so yeah, I know, and I'm just saying, I'm not trying to be like, except for for me and my roster, it's not worth it. But I'm doing it anyway because like there are things in there that I want. I mean, like I could always use 5 million coin. I'm over. Like I said, I'm over. I don't want to give out the exact number, but I mean, I got well over 650 million coin right now, and I'm gonna use a shitload of it today once the coin event starts up again. But actually, I'm going to. I'm maxing. Actually, I'm pretty stoked about this. I'm maxing the solo today, so I will have Montez Ford. Then I'm less. I got 200 charts to go to get his 5-star fuse. Yeah, there was a. Actually, what's funny is that since you brought it up, uh, it's kind of funny. There was I was watching G stream during one of the intermissions last night, and there was this guy that was on. Guy or gal, actually, I don't know if it was a man or a woman. I don't want to assume anything. But they were sitting there and complaining and saying, "Oh, you can only get top people in this game if you pay, and I don't have any money, and this and that." And I made the comment that Batista, Icons of WrestleMania Batista is free. So's John Cena and Triple H, who are quite good. Icons WrestleMania Becky and Charlotte are free. Again, are free. 100% free. And it kind of I wasn't rude or anything, but kind of to bring up your point is, there are people, it gets, I don't want to say frustrating, because I mean, I don't give a shit if people have a great roster or don't. I mean, I do, I play my game, I give advice, I do what I can, but this guy last night was basically, was saying I want a free, he even said he's like, give me a free wrestler. So I'm like, okay, so you don't want to spend any money. That's fine. I understand that everybody's income is different, but you don't want to grind for it. And then you're going to sit there and complain oh, my roster's not good. And I'm like, it's really annoying. And honestly, it's like an insult for players like me, like you, Wolfie, and everybody else who put in the time and effort to play. And this person just wanted a handout. So like Wolfie, like I said, I commend you in this situation. You're like, hey, I want a skill plate. How do I do it? Grind out matches. You grinded it out, and look, you have a skill plate now, right? And I mean, and I'm not trying to just say this because you're on, but yeah, like I said, I commend you big time for that, and I don't mean that in any sarcastic or smart ass way. Again, you're like, hey, I need this. You had a 100% free solution to do it, and you did it, and now you're gonna reap, the benefits of putting in that hard work. Other people don't want to do that, and then they're like, oh man, this game sucks, and Scopely sucks, and all they, Scopely, it's like, all they want to do is make, all they want to do is charge people, and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, okay, well, and then I point them out, I'm like, hey, this, this showdown, you can get a free skill plate, 5 million coins, and all this stuff. Did you do it? No. Why? Oh, because it took too long. Oh, so, that you need these, again, you don't have any skill plates, you want a skill plate, they had a free option for you to do it, and you didn't do it, and you're still gonna complain and bitch and moan that you don't have you know, a skill plate or coins or whatever, and I'm like, you know, that's your own goddamn fault. Well, yeah, but I'll get off. Like I said, I'll get off that soapbox for now. Yeah, Wolfie. With WrestleMania coming up, I don't want to. I don't have any advanced intel. I can't read code like other people do. Every once in a while, like, you know, I'll get a heads up from somebody who is able to. Like in certain, you know, like just information that gets passed. There is a possibility that you'll be able to get a strap during the WrestleMania month. But again, I'm just saying it's a possibility. It's a 50-50. Either they can give one out or they won't give one out. I don't know. Despite what sometimes people mention, I don't work for Scopely. I don't have any dealings with anybody who works at Scopely, so I can't sit there and tell you like, oh yeah, definitely next month you're gonna get XYZ. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, what is it? Well, I mean, Zorro, actually, people get on to you all the time that say that you work for Scopely. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I'm no Scopely rep. Yeah, a Scopely rep would say, yeah, exactly. It's the whole, like, you know, what is it when you're a kid and somebody farts it? Somebody, you know, like farts or passes wind. You know, and they're like, hey, who smelt it, dealt it? No, well, who denied it, supplied it. So that's the situation it turns to. Yeah, I mean, I know we're all joking around. I know there's no win in that argument. I can tell you all assuredly, I'm not a Scopely employee, because if I was, I would do previews, and I don't do previews because I'm not a Scopely employee. So there you go. And my degree's in supply chain management, and I think that's pretty useless at a tech company that doesn't have a physical product. Yeah, I mean, you know, I will, Sir Zor. By the way, if I ever do become a content creator at some point, which, well, here's the thing too. I know I actually talked to Ben about this. There's my Professor Sheik series that I haven't really done a lot of videos for lately. I could record like literally everything I do, but I don't see the point in it, only because if, like, for example, I make a video using DX Sean, for example, and going through the acrobats mode, it's not real. It's not exciting to watch. I mean, like, I don't know how else to put it. You know, you're gonna see me do click one move, click one move, click one move, win. Uploading a Twitch stream to YouTube is kind of lame and lazy content. No. Well, I do that all the time, Scon. I mean, I'm gonna be uploading this to YouTube. And I don't, and trust me, I'm not taking it the wrong way. Don't make me, you know, I'm not being like, hey, well, I do that, screw you. It's like, well, no, I can record stuff offline, by the way, Scon. Like, that's pretty much every key pull video that you see me do for the briefcase, I record those offline, because I don't think they're particularly, they take a lot of time on stream that takes away from gameplay, but like, if you're already playing, that's one thing, but if you're not, it's also like, depending on what tours there are, it's a couple of things. So like I said, like for example, like the DX Sean one, like that video would be all of 5 minutes, and and I'm not trying to be like, oh, I can do it in 5 minutes. Oh, look at me, I'm so cool. It's literally, it's click, 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 done. Click, 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 done. Click, 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 done. what's so exciting about that? You know what I mean? Like it has no real bearing to anything. And yeah, I mean, I could do it and have more, you know, and do that. It's just I don't. And then I did. There was a series that I was thinking of doing, but I thought that it might. And I mean, of course, I would talk to him about it first just to make sure that we were cool. There was a series that I was thinking of doing, but I also thought on the same token, like, people might say that I, like, stole an idea from Merrick's. So I haven't done it. I need to talk to him and just see, like, hey, what do you think? You know, and would you have a problem with me doing this? Just out of respect, because the last thing I want is anybody feeling like I took, you know, like something, you know, that I took something that they worked hard on, and I'm trying to just, like, do a carbon copy of it. Because, you know, as funny as this is, like, I know Davey was joking around about it, but y'all remember when I had that one special stream that y'all got Great J-Man Gaming to 600 subs? Oh, Evie! Evie, the dog! Evie, where are you? Evie, come here! Evie, come here! No, Evie, girl! Hey! It's my friend, Evie the dog! Oh, look, it's Evie! Evie, say hi to everybody. Hey, I'm Evie the dog. That's right. I love you too, Evie. Evie's a girl. Dog. Evie came by, she's like, give me love. My other wiener dog is downstairs, I guess. He's probably just sleeping on the couch. Yeah. Oh yeah. Sorry. Like what I was talking about. So y'all remember the stream that where, you know, Great J-Man Gaming got to 600 subs, and then I did that special stream where I took all the weenies in a mask up to 5-star bronze, and we did the giveaway and gave away those gift cards to everybody. Like, I know that Davey doesn't have the exclusive rights over wearing a mask on stream as Stream Champions. But when I bought my mask, I actually, like, I messaged Davey ahead of time and just said, hey, you know, I was like, hey, look, you know, it's like, just out of respect, want to ask you, like, you know, this is what I was gonna, you know, like, I'm doing the stream. I want, you know, like, I want to wear a mask. Is it okay with, you know, like, you know, it's like, I just want to make, you know, I don't want any hard feelings. I don't want you thinking that I'm stealing your gimmick or that I'm, like, you know, making fun of how you stream. So, you know, and he said, he's like, hey, man, I'm perfectly fine with that. And of course, like, you know, he was like, hey, just FYI, I'm gonna make a bunch of jokes about it. And I was just like, hey, I'm fine with that. So I remember, like, when I uploaded the video, he was just like, he's like, excuse me, lawyer. He's like, I would like to sue Iron Sheik 84 for copyright infringement. Did I already do a poll today? If I do another poll, I'll do it after it's 2 p.m. for me. I'm gonna do it after the reset. Just so I get the bonus points for it. I don't think I'm gonna do any more. I'm not going to do a poll right now. Alright, let's see. 1.25 million coins, a shard, and what belt did I get? Alright, there we go. Now I only have like 30 million matches left to go to max this out. There we go. Vlogs. Yeah. Yeah, Sir Zora, yeah, that's the thing, like, there are certain things that to me are like there are certain ideas that people steal. Evie, Evie, go. Evie, go. Okay, come here. There are certain things that people, the ideas that people have stolen, and then there's other things that are like similar enough that you can't really like. And I'm not saying like, oh, you can't really, like it's copying, but you can be like, hey, it's different, like for example, like Stream Showdown. This is gonna be the same no matter who you say, But yeah, that's also part of the reason why, like I said, I'm keeping my I keep my ideas close to my chest before I actually do them, because you never know. There might be somebody out there who will take it, and it doesn't have to. I'm not talking about like official content creators. It can be anybody. Yeah, Evie's in my lap right now. She's just like, hey, I want to sit here. I'm a dog. The dream team leader. Hey, lead. Hey, it's fine. I don't like I said. I'm just the regular guy, just like anybody else. All right, so I'm not. I don't think I'm gonna get to 170 by the time I finish. I'm gonna stream for about 15 more minutes, and then I gotta head out because our store needs cigarettes, and there's only one guy who's going to be able to get them right now, and that's me. Yeah, if somebody shows up to my parents' shop and they ask for Marlboros and we don't have any in stock, they're going to be like, yo, what's up? What the hell? Why aren't there any Marlboros here? Actually, by the way, Pat, around legalities on things, we actually don't call them bongs. We call them glass pipes, and they're for tobacco use only. Yeah, I don't know, like our like I said, it's a it's a small, like I said, our store is a small convenience shop, but we have some really great customers, and I like I'm always up for helping my parents out. Yeah, if you're asked to say bong, you're out. Yeah, actually, that's I've had people come into the store and call them bongs and things, and I've told people before, like, hey, look, like I was like, look, they're glass pipes. You have to tell them that, because just for legality's sake, and trust me, I'm not stupid. I obviously know what people use them for, but you can't, like I said, you have to refer to them as glass pipes for tobacco use. So, and if people, thankfully I haven't had that issue, but I've had people before, be like, oh, hey, I want to buy a bong, and I'd be like, hey, we don't sell bongs, we sell glass pipes for tobacco use only. Wink, you understand that, right? And they get the hint right after that. Although I do have a funny story to tell regarding that. So, by the way, I don't. I'm gonna say this. I know I've mentioned many times before, I'm straight edge. I don't do anything. But imagine that this pen is like a small pipe that people used to smoke with, right? What happened is there was a lady that came in one time to our store, and she's like, "Hi, like, it's like, what's this?" And I'm like, "Oh, that's a glass pipe for tobacco use only." And she's like, "What do you mean by that?" And I was like, "It's a glass pipe for tobacco use only. This, like we sell these, like, just like that one." And she's like, and she said, well, what do people use them for? And I said, ma'am, like, the same thing kind of like I told you. I was like, look, for our legal definition, they are glass pipes for tobacco use only. Now, if people use it for something else, I can't, that's, what people do outside of the store is out of my jurisdiction. But we sell glass pipes for tobacco use only. Understand? And she said, she's like, look, just cut the crap, like she was starting to get pissed. And she's like, look, just cut the crap. Can you, or it's like, can people smoke marijuana out of this? And I was like, yes, they can, but the ones we sell are for tobacco use only. We're not allowed to sell marijuana, accessories, if you understand what I'm saying. And, then, like, after I said that, she was just like, well, I found this in my son's, in my son's drawer. I need to have a talk with him when he gets out of school. And I was just like, oh, shit. I was like, somebody's in trouble. So yeah, that's my funny story for the morning. Yeah, and by the way, even though, like I said, I don't, like I said, that I'm straight edge. What people do or don't do in the privacy of their own home, as long as you're not directly or indirectly harming myself or others, I say, do what you want. If people wanna, if people wanna, blaze it up, I don't give a shit. The only thing that I actually get annoyed by are people who try to, like, be like, oh, well, there's nothing wrong with smoking weed and blah, 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 blah. Well, guess what? I just don't want to. Like, it could be legal tomorrow and I still don't want to smoke. Like, I don't know. That's my thing. Is Texas getting any less tight ass on their weed laws? So I forget what city it was or what county it was. There was a, like, so there was a county or a town who was voting on Texas. Actually, I'll do this in incognito just so I don't. Texas legalization. Oh yeah, it's big surprise. It's Austin. Okay. Yeah, there you go. So yeah, the city of Austin is yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, I'll tell you right now, people, like, look, Dallas isn't like, it's not like Austin. I mean, Austin is a lot more liberal than Dallas is, I will admit that, but it's not like, Dallas is like all stuffy, like, the rich people from comedies where they're like, with their monocles and going like, oh, well, I've never, or any of that shit. But yeah, definitely Austin would do that. But I will tell you all this, if, and my parents and I have already talked about this before, if they do make weed legal in Texas, we'll apply for a license to sell it. Again, just because I don't want to smoke weed doesn't mean that I have any problem with anybody else doing it. Just as long as people do it within the legal limits of whatever the law is, hey, more power to you. I think that it's going to be, responsible use. Well, no, and like what I'm saying is, it's just like drinking, for example. Again, I told you, like, I'm Muslim and I don't drink, and I choose not to drink. So, like, if somebody wants to have a beer, hey, more power to you. I don't give a shit. I really don't. I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, well, I don't drink and blah, 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 blah. I don't care. But if you're going to have, like, 10 beers and then get behind the wheel of a car, that I have a problem with. So the same thing with like, with smoking weed. If you're gonna, it's like, if you want to toke up in the privacy of your own home and just chill and relax because it's pain relief or whatever it is for you, something you like to do, it helps out, I mean, not just for the medicinal portions of it. Hey, it's like, it helps you sleep better, it helps with your anxiety. Hey, you just like being high. More power to you. Again, I don't care. I really don't. But if you're gonna be like I said again, just using my example, if you're gonna be if you're gonna be toking and then, like, getting on the road and you're obviously impaired and you can't handle it, that would be a portion where I'd be like, hey, that I'm not cool with. Yeah, and of course, like, there's all the other ancillary benefits of it, like the tax, like the tax revenue that the state would make, the money our store would make selling it. I mean, like, hey, I'm 100% for it. And also, I mean, like, the other things too, I think, like, it would allow the police force to focus on more serious crimes than somebody who's, got a joint on them. Go, just chugging right along. All right, it's almost 10:30. I'm gonna do a couple more matches, and then, like I said, I'm gonna call it a stream. Is anybody else here on or planning to stream Champions? I know Sir Zoro already had his stream this morning. It looks like I'm the only one that's on. Zoro, are you gonna be starting again, or anybody else? Gonna be playing? Anybody in the stream planning on streaming here? No more stream. Okay, that's all good. Well, just Kid Kat. Okay, yeah, that's fine. I'll give you 10 minutes. Yeah, well, all right. Well, you enjoy your meal. All right, Kid Kelly. Yeah, take your time. I'm not in any rush. Like, I don't have a hard cutoff at 10, but I wanted to. By the time I drive over to the place where we pick up her cigarettes and then take it back to the store, I promised my dad that I would try to have everything back by about 11:30-ish. Oh, yeah, no, Kid Kelly, I got it. Yeah, no problem. I got you. Join us. We have chicken shawarma. I don't know. I might go for some shawarma tonight. Who knows? Yeah, let's talk about... Yeah, actually, here, well... Man, I cannot wait until I get my stream deck. I'm gonna order one today. Yeah, so I talked about going here yesterday. I talked to my brothers. They said that this place was actually... They said the chicken was really salty, so I might go to another place. But I was thinking of taking my parents here tonight. This is Hawaiian Brothers Island Grill. But they don't have Loco Moco, which is what I was surprised about. For those of you who haven't had Loco Moco before... So it's rice with hamburger patties with gravy on top and then a fried egg. This is so freaking good, and I'm kind of surprised that a Hawaiian place wouldn't have this. But yeah, this is So if I don't go to Hawaiian Bros, I might pick another place to take my parents out. So this is looking like. Yeah, I'm like I said, I'm feeling Hawaiian today, but I don't know. We might go get sushi or something as well. We try to when I take the family out on our weekly dinner things, just to get everybody out of the house, and I want us all to just go out and spend time as a family. Hey, look at this! It's Benny. It's Benny. There you go. You want pho again? Hey, pho's pretty good. I don't know. My dad is not a big fan of like Asian cuisine in general. Like, he loves sushi, but he's not as big on like pho and other things. So I don't know if that's gonna happen with him, unfortunately. But yeah, pho sounds really damn good right now. So whenever I pick like something for the week, like I said, I try to mix it up. So, for example, we didn't go last night because I went to that show that I told y'all about. I went to World Class Championship Wrestling, where I saw Jeff Jarrett and Sonny Ono. But last Saturday we went to a place that sometimes we do repeats. So like my mom was really in the mood for this place called Al-Baghdadi. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna switch to my phone and we'll talk about food until Kid Kelly is ready. That way we get to have some more fun doing this. But what I'll do, I guess I'll give my outro and then we'll just switch it to just talking about food and stuff until Kid Kelly starts. There we go. Alright, so this match done. Yay! Alright, so as always, appreciate everybody who hung out. I didn't hit 170, but I do hope to do that by the end of the day. I'll be doing that in between running errands and whatnot. As always, I wish you all the best of luck this weekend. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And follow me on Twitch at IronSheik84 for more WWE Champions action. So best of luck. I hope you're able to strive for the 170 if that's what you're going for. Best of luck on your polls. Best of luck on maxing day 2. And just in general, have a wonderful Sunday, everybody. Have a wonderful night. Bye-bye.